All right, welcome back. I'm in charge of a unit now of 12, 14 people. I'm a head detective. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we're up to 308 or 9 or 10 now. All kinds of stories. And again, I've said this many, many times. 90% of them are, vice, undercover, gross, patrol, pursuits, drunk drivers, exploding bodies, exploding animals. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Look those up. This is a unique thing. Our wonderful and bright, pretty much stupid lieutenant, which I explained earlier in one of the other stories, decided he wanted us to do search warrants at night. Okay, obviously I'm a good soldier, I follow my orders, but I argue with him that, nighttime is dangerous what we do anyway. Okay, coming to your house with, 12 officers with shotguns and stuff. Doing it at night adds another level of danger because people can't see who you are readily and then they think you're another crook or a bad guy, and it's not a good thing. He didn't care. He wanted to have night search warrants. Okay, fine. Well, I'm a good soldier, we'll do a night search warrant. So we got enough for a search warrant, and one of the other stories, one of my subordinate supervisors was the man through the door first. He carried a semi-automatic Remington shotgun, followed by 2 guys with shotguns, and the rest of the guys have pistols. And I'm in the back of the line because by mandate I can't be in the front of the line. Because now I'm in charge, and if something happens when you initially go in, where the danger is, the first 15 seconds, there's shots fired, I have to direct traffic. I can't be in front and get shot. I have to be in the back, which I did not like. When I was a young rookie, I was a young rookie detective. I wanted to be through that door with a shotgun. That's my job. Not anymore. Okay, fine. So we line up, trying to condense the story. Come in there at night, got the warrant. Well, as I told you before, you look out at these doors, whatever doors they use. You can look out, but you can't see this way. Okay, there's no window here, and that's the way it was set up. He had a window over here, and he's looking out the front. Turns out there was a chair right as you go in, a big chair sitting there, just face outward for the lookout. So we lined up over here with my lead detective with the shotgun, and we're lined up, and we go. So we come around, the first 2 guys are up there with a battering ram, and the guys that do the ramming never go in. They do the ramming and get out of the way, and then the guys behind them go through. That's the way it's done. You pretty much open the door with 2 guys, and then the rest of the troops go through. So remember, they're coming this way. So they come in from this side, blouse the door, first guy's coming in. Well, as I see that my lead detective turn the corner, I hear, "Drop it or I'll shoot, drop it or I'll shoot." I'm going, "Oh no, here it comes." No, and as he's turning, I see guys going in at the same time. What happens was he turns, and then guys come around behind him to get into the house. The worst you can do is stay at that doorway. You can get shot there. You have to keep moving. So I heard that, no shot. So I hear guys running in, "Get on the ground." Okay, so I hear the normal sounds of get on the ground, put your hands behind your back like you see on cops, don't quit resisting and all that stuff. More guys going in. I got 16 guys here, everybody, women and men. Small house going in. Okay, so I come in last, unfortunately. So I see a kid on the floor, 16, handcuffed. See a 9mm on the seat. So I look at my lead detective, and he's got the shotgun up, and he's offloading the rounds because he had a round in the chamber. He's offloading it and reloads it without the round in the chamber. And he's standing there, and he's got a weird look on his face. Really easygoing guy, but he's got a serious look on his face. I go, "What happened?" He goes, "I need to talk to you." I said, "Oh." So I had another supervisor going. I said, "Okay, come on, let's go outside." I go outside. "What happened?" Well, here's what happened. They took the door open. He turns the corner, levels a shotgun. Here's a kid, sees him, grabs the 9mm, and he's bringing it up. Okay, that's what he tells me. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Well, I brought it up to here, and I'm yelling, 'Drop it or I'll shoot, drop it.'" And he drops it. Okay. I go, "Okay. How you doing?" He goes, "I'm okay." "Could you have shot him?" He goes, "Oh, absolutely." I said, "Okay. Why didn't you?" He said, "You know what?" He goes, "It wasn't right. It wasn't right." "What do you mean it wasn't right?" "Well, it just felt like it wasn't right." He had it up. He had it facing that way. I'll put my finger. Had it up like this. Grabbed it. Came up like this. And I was ready. All I had to do was pull the trigger. I said, "When would you have shot him?" He said, "Well, as soon as he went like that, I would have shot him." I said, "Okay, that's fine." This is a macho guy, Army Airborne, Reserve Army now. This is no nonsense. Okay, so you think you know someone? This is the kind of guy you think would go through that door and start blowing people away left and right. No, we're police officers. It has to be right for him here and here. Okay, the department, if he shot that kid and blew him away, regardless of his age, the department would have a problem with it. Self-defense, got a gun, no big deal. Case over. But the department is not going to go home every night. The department's not going to go home that night, and if you do not want to have a thought in your mind that maybe I shouldn't have done that. You did it correctly. Everybody else probably would have done it, but you have to live with that. You really do. That's his decision to make. Okay. Okay. So now we're doing the warrant. And I'm talking to the kid. He's just a gang member. Look out for the coke. You don't find much coke in there, but he's just an idiot. I mean, he's an not an ex-convict. He's got a lot of bad record of stuff. He's not a good kid, but that's the way he goes. I mean, tonight they're so stupid they can't figure this out. They're so mad at the officer. Mom came to say she was all mad. They should be grateful that we didn't kill him, but they're mad that we arrested him. I don't understand that kind of thinking. And I told her, I said, this is very critical. He had a gun in his hand. She could care less. It's blacks. They're black. You're picking on the blacks, even though I had blacks in my squad. She doesn't care. All she thinks about is race. Okay, most people, all they have is race. Okay. So I just tried to explain to her, I'm in charge, trying to be neutral here, and she's just lapping away. And I said, okay, fine. Well, ma'am, we're going to agree to disagree. You know, you're lucky your son's alive. Yeah, you know, I'm lucky about anything. Okay, fine. She doesn't understand it. She doesn't get it. Okay, so what I did was I wrote a commendation for him for not shooting. Okay. Well, my smart lieutenant, oh, and by the way, after the incident, I told Lieutenant verbally, and I wrote a commendation for my guy, said, maybe we shouldn't be doing warrants at night. Really? You're not going to listen to your guys on the field? You just got some kind of administrative office pogue line seminar discussion about doing warrants so it looks good and we're doing them at night? I don't care about that crap. So I gave him the commendation because he has to endorse it, and it goes up this chain, it comes back and I give it to the employee. You sure you want to write this? I said, what do you mean? Well, he didn't shoot. How do you know he's not going to shoot next time? I said, look, the person that's going to take that first round is him. So if he hesitates to shoot, he knows that if he hesitates and it's more dangerous than this incident, he's going to probably wind up with the first bullet in him. So I think he's probably be able to shoot when he needs to. But if you're not going to endorse this, I'll take it to somebody else. No, I'll endorse it. Well, fine. But, you know, I'm not here to discuss why he didn't shoot. That's his responsibility. Grant you, I have other officers to be concerned about. But that doorway at that time, he's the only guy in that doorway at that time. There isn't anybody standing behind him where if the suspect shot and missed my main guy, they will hit somebody else. At that particular moment, he's the only person in that doorway. Just look at the doorway and put a human being there. That's the only body that suspect's going to see. I don't like that. Pissed me off. But he's an idiot. He can't. My dad always told me years ago, don't argue with an idiot. I don't argue with him. I just look at him and, you know. Anyway, so good guy. He told you one of the other stories. He passed away a year ago. Really good guy. God bless him and his family. But anyway, so that was the story. And it's okay not to shoot sometimes. It has to be right. It has to be right. Thank you. Bye-bye.